Hey, I decided to challenge myself to do something with a video series to go with my Fair Isle Knitting how-to blog. And I had mentioned as one of my tips that a great way to learn how to do a Fair Isle sweater is to make a teddy bear sized sweater. And NIcky Epstein actually did that, and I thought it was a brilliant idea. In her book, she has 4 different sweaters, and I wanted to do the Fair Isle rather than the Argyle or the Norwegian and the color work options that she has here. And she actually has this as a teddy bear sweater, but she turned it into a teapot cozy, which I love. So it's very has very practical application if you don't want to use it on a teddy bear. And so as soon as the book came out, I immediately ordered the exact same colors that she called for, the exact same thread. And that's another tip I pointed out in my blog, that dye lots are different, the shades can be quite different, and what you see in the photograph can be very different from the actual yarn that you get, because in the printing process and the lighting that they use, everything can affect what color you see. So when I'm looking at the colors that she called for in the pattern and the colors in the photo, the one color that seems slightly different to me is this color here. This is the Morit, and in the photo it looks a lot lighter. And so that's one of the reasons why you don't want to order a big batch of yarn to commit to a project until you've seen the color, you're happy with it, and you've done a swatch with all the other colors, and you're confident that's what's going to make you really, really happy. And then what you need to do is work with your supplier to get the same dye lot, if that's the dye lot you're happy with. And if they're really, really nice, they might be able to reserve a certain number of balls for you until you get your swatch and your test ball in the mail. Make sure you really like it, and then go ahead and purchase it. I've never done that before, but that would be quite nice. Perhaps you live near a knitting shop rather than having to go through an online retailer, and you have a great relationship with them. So that would be really ideal. So I'm just going to, for this first video, tell you what colors I'm working with, exactly as the colors called for in the pattern. This is number 108, Morit, and it's Jamieson's Shetland Spindrift. There's 2 blues that she uses. This is a fairly standard baby blue. It's called Cloud, and then color number 764. And this is more of a like a tweed color that we think of when we knit with Shetland wool. It's like a heathered, somewhat aqua blue, I guess I would call that. So it's number 135. It's called Surf. Natural White, which is number 104, and then 2 purples. To me, these don't look like traditional Fair Isle yarns. This does a little bit more to me. It has more of a heathered look and feel to it. This is color 1300 Aubrietta, and this one is just, I would have never picked it, but the genius that she is, NIcky Epstein did a great job. I like the way this color makes that sweater really pop. So just looking at it by itself, maybe I might have passed on it, but through the great swatching that she did and the final results of the color, I'm really happy with that. It tones down a lot with the lighter colors in the sweater, and it gives some depth to the lighter purple that really anchors that design. So really, really great mix of colors, and this is what I'm not good at, so I'm very happy to find a design where someone did all that hard work for me. And this is color 600, and it's called, I believe it's Violet, but they're spelling it V-O-I-L-E-T. Voilet? I don't know. Okay, so this is my first video, and in the next video I'm going to cast on and do the ribbing of the sweater. And then after that, the next video will be the Fair Isle section, where we're going to follow her pattern. So sorry. We're going to follow her knitted chart, and then we're going to get into the more technical aspects of building the sweater, which are the underarm gussets, the sleeves, and finishing up around the neck with these cute, adorable flowers. So I haven't gone through this pattern. I don't know if there's errata available on the internet in case there's any mistakes. So the first thing I'm going to do is get online and look at the publisher's website and look to their errata pages and see if there's any mistakes. And if I don't find any there, I'm going to do a search on this project, see if someone else made it. If they have found mistakes, I'm going to look for those right away, because I want to save myself a lot of pain finding those first before I get started on the sweater. So if I find any, I'll let you know in the next video. Otherwise, I'm going to assume this is error-free, and if I do find an error, I'll figure it out and post a fix on it in this blog series. So thank you for watching, and I hope that we can learn something together, and I hope you enjoy the series.